Hi, my name is George Halou, and I'm the founder of EP7, Empowered for Purpose in 7 Steps. And what is it all about? Reinventing yourself so that you can always move into a version that's compatible with the destiny that your heart desires. With you. So, Empowered for Purpose in 7 Steps starts with step 1, the empowered identity. So the empowered identity is about you, how you identify with yourself and how you identify with your environment. If you're empowered, you have this can-do attitude, right? You're confident, clear, and resilient. So we look at 4 areas that are so important. We look at the fact that you have extraordinary capacity, but you're playing really small. And we go to prove that using science, biology, so that you have credible information to help you lose your tolerance to play small. We look at who you really are. We move you out of all the things that we've been raised together to identify with as if that's us, but the real you could be anything. That helps you to realize you can reinvent into any version. We'll look at why we get stuck in overprotection and why stress is a problem and how to control stress, because overprotection version keeps us from thriving. And then we look at the fact that your answers, your inner wisdom is there for you, but sometimes you instinctively let it flow and life gets easy, but a lot of times we can get tricked out of it. So with language, through 52 empowerment principles, you to become conscious of your inner wisdom. You see how in step 1, you become very clear about who you really are, how the wisdom is within you, and you start to connect to it consciously, and now you're ready to leverage that power. Wonderful. So we do an empowerment assessment to show you that you do live your principles when you're at your best. So we go through how you think, feel, act. We thread down and reveal the wonderful beliefs and where they come from. You see, then that allows us to go to disempowerment assessments and help you start to see where you've been tricked out of your wisdom. And so shock therapy happens. You start to get shocked at the assumptions that are hiding in us that keep us from thriving. And through that shock, we lose our tolerance to stay the same.
way to be. Set you free to embody a new life of dignity. From the coldest, blackest night, precious sea, follow the light. Tell us, how did you know there was something else? Ella, what made you grow? And what was in this book of spell? Ella, tell the story. Once a part of you, but within came alright. Once a part of you, Ella, tell the story. Once a part of you, but within came alright. Once a part of you. There was always more than meets the eye. When you finally found your wife, once a part of you. Hold stones, protect the rocks. Free your heart, the path you chose. Once a part of you.
Hey, yo, Noah, you ready to make it happen?
Yo,
Oh, yeah. Hey, yo, George, you ready to make it happen?
you ready, man?
I'm ready to make it happen.
Come on.
Okay. MPC.
Woo!
Let's go.
Hey, bro, where'd your soul go? When the right becomes so wrong, yo. Why you walk like that? Why you talk like that? Gonna fall right back. Gonna fall off track like a runaway train, cause you're going too fast. Slow down, or you just might crash. What you gonna do? Gotta make it happen, make it move. What you gonna do? Before you win, yo, you got to lose. What you gonna do? If you don't believe, who gon' believe in you? What you gonna do? Make it happen, dreams come true. So come on now, make it happen.
Make it happen.
I believe in you.
I believe in you.
Do you believe it too?
Yeah.
You can do it. You can do it. When it's time, open your mind, open your heart, yeah.
Make it happen, make it happen, make it happen, yeah. Make it happen, make it happen, make it happen, yeah. Make it happen, make it happen, make it happen, yeah. Make it happen, make it happen, make it happen, yeah. You got to
Be true,
the reason.
it's you.
You know it.
I do.
Together.
Let's move.
Sacrifice, take a loss. If you wanna win, gotta pay the cost. You know the deal. Don't dwell in the past. Reframe that. Reframe that. Love and peace.
Then we move into steps 3 and 4. So while we continue to do this great personal assessment work to help you, we now look at how when you are at your best, notice you feel like you're in the zone, things are just falling into place, you're just tuned in, you feel more informed, and you achieve a lot with less effort. That flow is so important to have in everything we do. Now, when we slip off it, that is the problem. So what we do in step 3 and 4 is we get to understand what that flow is. How in step 3, imagination plays a vital role to your flow, to be able to expand and let more possibilities in. And in step 4, intuition, how to tune more into areas where you're not connected, you're not really feeling what's really going on, so therefore you're not informed. When imagination and intuition dovetail together, your flow works for you, and we learn how to do that in steps 3 and 4.
To be an individual, clarify your vision and magnify your dream and live it.
What you gonna do? Gotta make it happen, make it move. What you gonna do? Before you win, yo, you got to lose. What you gonna do? If you don't believe, who gon' believe in you? What you gonna do? Make it happen, dreams come true. So come on now, make it happen.
Make it happen.
I believe in you.
I believe in you.
Do you believe it too?
Yeah.
You can do it.
3, and 4. All this is for step 5. Step 5 is about how you can feel connected to yourself, feel whole. Your purpose to yourself first is about being emotionally well and worthy. So we go through the process of how you can create a purpose to your own emotional well-being and your self-worth. And then we take that and we move it into your purpose to your roles and relationships, and then your goals, so that now you create purpose with everything that you do. You've got so much meaning and you're building it all from your heart first.
You can do it when it's time. Open your mind, open your heart, yeah. Make it happen, make it happen, make it happen, yeah. Make it happen, make it happen, make it happen, yeah. Make it happen, make it happen, make it happen, yeah. Make it happen, make it happen, make it happen, yeah. You got to be true. The reason is you. You know it, I do. Together, let's move.
Machine gonna blame at your friends. Things ain't gonna change, blaming them. Instead, take aim at yourself. The truth might hurt, but it helps to know you got a friend when you're down. Own up to your mistakes and be proud of who you are. Through the dark, be the spark. Time to shine, you a superstar.
What you gonna do?
Gotta make it happen, make it move.
What you gonna do?
Before you win, yo, you got to lose.
What you gonna do?
If you don't believe, who gon' believe in you?
What you gonna do?
Make it happen, dreams come true.
So come on now, come on now, make it happen, make it happen. I believe in you, I believe in you. Do you believe it too? Yeah, you can do it, you can do it. When it's time, open your mind, open your heart, yeah. Make it happen, make it happen, make it happen, yeah. Make it happen, make it happen, make it happen, yeah. Make it happen, make it happen, make it happen, yeah. Make it happen, make it happen.
Then we move on to step 6, make it happen. Now that you're rehearsed and you understand your purpose in so many areas of your life, you move into your everyday. This is where you don't even have a coffee meeting without knowing who you want to be, and you know how to take the actions to live an extraordinary life and to create amazing connections with other people. So everything you do now comes from the heart. Very important, and we learn how to do it in step 6.
You can do it when it's time. Open your mind, open your heart, yeah. Make it happen, make it happen, make it happen, yeah. Make it happen, make it happen, make it happen, yeah. Make it happen, make it happen, make it happen, yeah. Make it happen, make it happen, make it happen, yeah. You got to be true. The reason is you. You know it, I do. Together, let's move.
Machine gonna blame at your friends.
6. Step 7, whenever you move into a new version of you, you go through a volatile stage where you can fall back into your old habits. You can relate to that, can't you? I know I can. With all the personal development that I did, I found myself falling back too often. So now we learn how to align our environment. That's step 7. We do an environmental audit, and we look at everything that supports you and everything that clashes and everything in the middle, and we learn how to deal with our environment so that it supports us and we can lock in permanent change. So every time you reinvent, you'll have opportunities where you'll fall back out of it and back into the old, but we're going to learn how to fix right into it and become permanently into it for as long as we want. Now, how often do we do this? EP7 is about reinventing yourself and enjoying a new timeline, a new destiny. But then when you want more, you're doing the same thing. You're moving out of that version and into a new one. This is what it's all about. There is a link now available for you to access a more in-depth look at EP7. You see, once you like what's going on through these EP7 and you can resonate with it, we have EP7 certified coaches that can help you start that journey. And subscribe, because we're always sharing from these 7 steps through social media, through podcasts. So join the team at EP7, and we look forward to helping you learn the art of reinventing yourself.
I want to tell you a story about you, the empowered entity. You have 100 billion neurons, so you can think in infinite ways. You have 100 million neurons, that's brain cells in your stomach, so you can feel the future and know what to do. You have 40,000 neurons, that's brain cells in your heart, so you can hold your dreams, your values, and make your dreams come true. I want to tell you a story about you.